I'm on the wrong side.
Welcome to Blazing Balls, February 12th, 2024, where we blaze through today's sports ball topics. And today is the day after the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl 53, and you called it. The Chiefs won in overtime.
Wow.
You called it was going to go to overtime. The Chiefs are going to win.
Hey, I did
and they
pretty
won
good.
25-22 in a thriller.
Yep, and
Las Vegas.
my buddy O won.
Oh yeah.
He had the Chiefs, and he got, I think, 2 points.
Nice.
And he had the over, but he brought the over down to be 44 points. So he won.
Nice.
Yeah. He got both the win and the over.
That's awesome.
Yep. It was a great game.
Oh yeah. And
overtime.
Yeah, went into overtime.
Yeah.
And yeah, as we predicted, the Chiefs won. That was our pick. And yeah, Las Vegas was wrong.
Yeah, San Francisco played a great game. The Kansas City Chiefs won on the last play of the game. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a short completed pass. That's all they needed. And it was a great winning drive at the end. And it was Mahomes, again, at his finest.
Yeah, one of the talking points that we were just going over previously before going live was there was some supposed drama with the coin toss, and the 49ers elected to receive the kick. And yeah, the talk is saying, or the talk being talked about today in the sports media, is that was a mistake. And when I first heard it, and I still think it's not a mistake. It's just
definitely not a mistake.
It's just a choice that the coach went with.
No, they definitely should get the ball. Always get the ball when you're going to go into overtime.
Well, they also changed the rules where I believe they were saying it's if they get a touchdown, the other team gets a chance too. Still.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's big.
So that's why they were saying like, they should have let Purdy not have the ball.
Oh.
But still, I don't think it matters.
I didn't know they did that.
Yeah.
Okay.
They made it better.
Okay. Yeah, because then it doesn't matter. I get it.
Yeah.
Okay. Because before it was, if they kicked a field goal, the other team should come down and score. But if they scored a touchdown, the game was over.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so, yeah, the first quarter, it was actually scoreless.
Yeah.
Which is pretty surprising.
Yep.
And then the second quarter, 49ers put up 10. Chiefs got 3. So going into halftime, the 49ers were actually up. In the third quarter, Chiefs put up 10. 49ers got shut out. And then in the fourth quarter, the 49ers put up 9 and the Chiefs put up 6.
Enough to win.
And then in overtime, the 49ers got 3 and the Chiefs got 6. And another talking point that is being talked about a lot, there was a moment during the game where Travis Kelce came over to Andy Reid and yelled at him to give him the ball because he wasn't getting the ball enough. And when that happened, I was saying, hey, he needs to calm down. He needs to not worry about the past play and just focus on the present and just focus on the play at hand for the next one.
The next play he should be focused on. That's correct.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you were trained, and that's how all football coaches train their personnel, their players.
Yeah, but then they won. So then I was saying before going live, maybe was actually what was needed for Andy Reid to hear that from Travis Kelce in that state. Because maybe Andy Reid was for some reason not thinking for Kelce was in the game plan as much, and Kelce's like, "Hey, give me the fucking ball! Like, this is a fucking joke." And so maybe that's maybe what Andy Reid needed to hear at the time.
Well, they won, and he made a big play after that. So he made a big catch and a big run. So maybe that is true, that changed the outcome of the game.
Yeah.
It's possible. You know, I got the stats here. San Francisco had a total yardage of 382 yards. Kansas City had 455 yards. Yards passing, Kansas City had 325 yards, Mahomes. And Purdy had 272 yards. Rushing yards, San Francisco had 110 with McCaffrey carrying the load. Kansas City had 130 yards. Average yard per play was 5 for San Francisco and 6 for Kansas City. Fumbles lost, San Francisco lost 2 fumbles and Kansas City lost 1. Interceptions, Kansas City had 1, San Francisco 0. Sacks allowed, Kansas City allowed 3 sacks, but San Francisco only gave up 1 sack. Third down efficiency, San Francisco was 25%, but Kansas City was 47% third down efficiency. So that's where the big difference was in the game, I thought. And third down efficiency went to Kansas City Chiefs. Time of possession was about even, and penalties were even 6-6. So it was a very close game. On the individual side, for the 49ers, Purdy was 23 out of 38 for 255 yards and a touchdown. And Christian McCaffrey's carried the ball for 22 times for 80 yards. Christian McCaffrey was also the leading receiver for San Francisco with 8 catches and 80 yards. So he was a big part of their offense. Let's see. Interception. Brown got the pick off, then they got the interception. Okay, for the Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes was 34 out of 46 for 333 yards passing. He had 2 touchdowns and 1 interception. He carried the ball 9 times for 66 yards, which was a 7-yard average. That was a good play. Travis Kelce was the top receiver. He had 9 receptions for 93 yards. And Mahomes fumbled twice. And Richie James also fumbled once, and so did Pacheco. Okay, that's interesting. So, but they picked them up. Okay, so they recovered those fumbles. That's why it was different. Hardman had 3 catches for 57 yards, and Watson had 3 catches for 54 yards. Rice had 6 catches for 39. Pacheco had 6 catches for 33 yards, and Gray had 2 catches for 22. Mahomes had a really good outing. He won the game in the end. If he has the ball at the end of the game and it's a big game, odds are he's going to score.
Yeah.
He just figures out a way to do it.
Yeah, he's incredible. They become the first team since the Pats in 2003, 2004, I believe is the exact date, where they won back-to-back Super Bowls. So this is the Chiefs dynasty because they won 3 in the past few years, and they're going to be tough to beat next year.
Yep. Well, they still got Mahomes.
Yeah, they got Mahomes.
And their defense was good. Back.
Andy Reid's coming back. Yeah. And we're going to probably get some discussion with the Andy Reid and Travis Kelce talk. And, they're probably cool about it. They're going to be like, yeah, that was just football. That was just, in the moment,
Well, is Kelce, is he going to retire?
Jason Kelce.
The brother.
From
the Eagles, the center, is retiring. But is he going to retire?
Travis, no. He's coming back next year.
Oh, he's coming back.
Also, Jason Kelce might not retire.
Oh, he might bounce back.
Yeah. So that news was spread all over ESPN after they lost to the Bucks.
Yeah.
Saying that he retired. And actually that wasn't real.
Wasn't the fact.
Yeah, and he has his own show.
Okay.
And so he was saying, I'm still thinking about it too on his own show.
Yeah.
So it's like clearly there's no insider that's going to break that news unless if it's going to be him himself.
Yeah. Okay. Well said.
Jason Kelce. And so, they were talking about, I watched a little bit of Pat McAfee today, and they were talking a little bit of that and how he's a free agent.
Free agent. Okay.
Maybe he goes to the Chiefs.
Oh my God. I didn't even think that. Oh, that's a really good thought.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
He's a really good center.
Oh, yeah.
It would definitely help them.
He might be the best center ever in NFL history.
Okay. Well, there you go. Mm-hmm. That's only going to help his brother.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fun.
Mm-hmm. And so.
The draft is coming up next month. Oh, April. April is the draft. Let's see. I want to see who the Giants get. I hope they get a better draft. And then, of course, we want to see who's going to help the Bucks and Baker Mayfield. Mm-hmm. We need the Giants and the Bucks to be in the final playoffs next year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that That's going to be entertaining for sure. And so we will be off until the MLB season starts.
April 1st.
March 28th.
March 28th, even better.
Mm-hmm.
Coming at you.
Yep.
Hey, but for the baseball.
We'll be back with the Blazing Baseball.
Yeah, for the Blazing Baseball.
Blazing
college baseball is starting. So the first game of the season for the Texas Longhorns at Dish Falk Field here in Austin, Texas, against San Diego on February 16th, Friday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. It's on the Longhorn Network and the Longhorn Radio Network. And that's the first game of the season, February 16th, for the Texas Longhorns versus San Diego. Go Longhorns. We got to go to a game.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Today, live right now, we got some NBA games going. We got the Pacers at Hornets, the 76ers at Cavs, the Bulls at Hawks, and the Spurs at Raptors. Later today, we have the Pelicans at Grizzlies, the Nugs at Bucks, the Knicks at Rockets, the Wizards at Mavs, the Warriors at Jazz, and the T-Wolves at Clippers.
Go Knicks.
In the standings, oh yeah, go Knicks. In the Eastern Conference, in first place is the Celtics.
Yeah.
Then the Cavs, then the Bucks, and the Knicks, then the 76ers, then the Pacers, then the Magic, then the Heat, then the Bulls, then the Hawks, then the Nets, then the Raptors, then the Hornets, then the Wizards, then the Pistons. In the Western Conference, we've got the T-Wolves in first, followed by the Clippers, then the Thunder, then the Nugs, then the Suns, then the Pelicans, then the Kings, and the Mavs.
There's the Mavericks.
Yep. The
right
Lakers,
there, number 8.
Then the Warriors, and the Jazz, and the Rockets, and the Grizzlies, and the Trailblazers, and then the Spurs.
Spurs are in last place still.
Yeah.
Rockets are 12th. They're in trouble too.
Yeah, best team in Texas is still the Mavs.
The Mavs. Well, go Mavs, man. Got to get a Texas team in there.
Oh, yeah, go Mavs.
Okay. Yep.
And any other Super Bowl topic you wanted to go over before we wrap up?
It was a great game to watch. How was the halftime show?
Oh, yeah, the halftime show was amazing with Usher and her and Ludacris and Little John. And yeah, I thought it was amazing. And Alicia Keys. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, Alicia Keys was good. Yeah. I thought it was entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. When I was in football locker room in Lake Travis, there was a lot of Little John playing.
So, okay, to rapping.
It was great to see him. I mean, along with all the other great artists too. Usher was amazing.
Yeah,
and yeah, it was just hearing Little John during the halftime Super Bowl was just really fitting. I felt like
like going home.
Yes, exactly. And also live right now, halftime, we got number 9 Duke at Wake Forest, and Duke's winning 29-27.
Go Duke. Duke's up by 2 points
Duke.
halftime.
Mm-hmm.
Go Blue Devils.
Go Blue Devils. And any other topics you want to go over today?
I'd like to see the Blue Devils win the NCAA National Championship for basketball this year. At least get to the Final Four and shake them up a little bit. But they're ranked 9th now. They didn't get off to a good start this season, but I think they're gelling now.
Oh, yeah. And we'll catch y'all on March 28th. We'll be blazing through baseball topics and then other sports ball topics here on Blazing Balls. Afterward, peace.
Blazing.